Clear the Table is a card game from an original idea by Michele Mondinelli. The project was carried by his team of experts: Amshu, Chris Bouncel, and Wesley Karposh, who had been working on the prototype development in the past 7 weeks. The original design of the game was created with the intent of mixing classic card games from traditional European culture with more modern strategy games that recall collectible card games. Our goal was to have a product that both young people and adults would enjoy playing in their spare time. Because of the game's characteristics and its suitability to all ages, we decided that the best option for deployment would be the most popular mobile devices, such as phone and tablets that run primarily Android and iOS operating systems. The main goal of the game is clearly to win, and this is possible by collecting as many cards as possible in your loot and reaching a target score before your opponent. However, one of the aspects that we have primarily focused on when developing Clear the Table was the social component, in an attempt to recreate what playing games meant for the past generation, that is, the opportunity to connect and be in company of the others. Therefore, another important goal of our game is to create a community of players who, in addition to the pleasure involved in partaking in challenges, also has the opportunity to experience the joy of connecting with other individuals, like we do when we sit around a table with friends. Our goal was also to hook our audience to our game, so we use various techniques from the game theory for this purpose.
Throughout the development of the game, the following strategies have been employed. Firstly, given the complexity of the game, a reasonable amount of concentration is required to succeed. We've compounded this by increasing the level of difficulty via the addition of rules as the player progresses, consciously aiming to elicit a state of flow, whereby the player is so engrossed in the game that they enter the zone. By introducing rules one at a time, we also reduce the learning curve, thus preventing the possibility of the player becoming overwhelmed or frustrated. Operant conditioning is also employed within the game. On a granular level, players receive points for making successful attacks. To win the game, a point threshold must be exceeded. Therefore, these successes are rewarded. Overall, a player that wins also receives a larger share of the available experience points. And unlike the losing player or team, they also receive an additional reward in the form of coins. Experience points and coins may be traded within the game to unlock new levels or purchase customized items within the shop, such as deck graphics and additional factions. This may be attractive to players that would be considered achievers in Bartel's character theory, allowing them to show their progression and display their prowess to other players. Social aspects are also incorporated, whereby players can meet, chat, and compete. Social psychology is employed via the use of factions, which allows players to identify with a group. Factions also cater to those that enjoy role-playing. Factions can compete against each other to dominate the leaderboard, and by leveraging these social aspects, it is hoped that a sense of community is also fostered. Overall, our game utilises several strategies to help keep the player interested and engrossed, providing a rewarding experience to keep them coming back to clear the table.
The game mechanics and rules have been tried out by all group members in sessions conducted on playcards.io, a game platform for cards, and have been implemented using the game engine Unity.
Hello, I'm Amshu and I play the role of a gameplay and technical designer for this project. I will be briefly explaining the rules of the game and will also be showing a quick demonstration of the prototype I implemented using the Unity engine. To start things off, let's look at the rules of the game. Firstly, the main goal of the player is to rack up the most points than their opponent by clearing the table, getting direct hits, getting the most number of faction cards. We will come back to this once other mechanics are explained. For this prototype, I implemented a simple menu system However, we plan to have more gameplay modes such as PvP multiplayer, adventure mode, which is a story mode which introduces new rules as you progress, and also a tutorial. There will also be a UI which will allow players to select their factions, as this will affect on how they play the game, as you will see in the demonstration. But for now, let's start the game and assume that the player 1 chose the swords faction and the player 2 chose the arrows. At the start of the game, a deck of 52 cards is shuffled and both players are dealt a hand of 6 cards and 4 random cards are placed face up on the table. In each turn, the player has 2 options and playing one will end their turn. The first option is card pickups. Card pickups can be done by satisfying 2 simple rules, the pair rule and the additive rule. The pair rule allows you to pick up a card on the table if you have a similar value card on your hand, irrespective of the faction. The additive rule allows you to pick up multiple cards from the table as long as their values add up to the value of one of the cards in your hand. All the pickup cards are set aside for the end of the game. The second option is card discards. Card discards is if no card pickups are possible, then the player will need to discard any card from his hand onto the table. This is where the scoring system comes into play. If the player is not careful, they may give away a point to the opponent by putting down the wrong card. Going back to the main goals mentioned earlier, there are 2 special moves the player needs to watch out for. That is the clear the table and the direct hit. The clear the table is when the pickup clears the last of the face cards on the table. The picking up player receives a point. The direct hit is when you manage to pick up a card which was discarded by your opponent on his last turn. Again, the picking up player gets a point. These 2 rules can also be combined to get additional point. Here is a quick example. Finally, at the end of the game, having the most number of picked up cards belonging to the faction you chose earlier will give you 2 points. This provides a risk versus reward gameplay where the player will need to strategically put down their cards to get a higher combination of pickups while risking a direct hit. Keeping in mind what cards were used before also gives an edge to the player and adds a layer of memory challenge to the gameplay. This feature can also be enabled in the tutorials in the form of logs, and this is to assist new players in getting familiar with the game. Finally, we also plan on extending the current UI component to display more stats of the player's points, as shown in this game screenshot.
As you saw in the previous section, we have created a basic executable prototype with a focused theme and an engaging user interface for the players. There were many team testing sessions that were held which enabled us to throw a lot of ideas into the mix, and we are happy with the results we got out of it. This also includes the definition of the main game loop which was completed. The system we have planned will not only engage players, but we also hope that we build a community for the game that will pass on through word of mouth how good our game is. For example, through the various stores, we want our game to have good user reviews so that it would bring in more players to play our game. As for the path ahead, there is still a lot of work that needs to be done. In regards to the application, we are adding different mechanics to experiment on as the base prototype is complete. A well-versed tutorial system for helping new players learn the game's rules. Programming an AI opponent with various levels of difficulties for the main story missions. Creating network components for multiplayer. Further polishing feedback systems from visual particle effects to audio feedback for the actions of the player. Implementing the planned store and the reward systems as mentioned earlier by Chris. In regards to the design, we are designing more unique rules for the story mode. Designing a 3 to 4 player team game mode. Deploying a build on Android and iOS devices for testing its functionalities and components, which includes testing the game on touch control devices. testing on the allocated target audience, designing different levels for the adventure mode with different environmental storytelling tales. Thank you for watching our presentation for our game. It is a wonderful pleasure to work with such a talented team, and we hope to bring Clear the Table out in its full potential soon. Stay tuned for release date in the upcoming months, but for now, play our prototype and leave us your feedback.